Welcome, Full Streaks Podcast. We're back. Twice in a week. It's crazy. I know. Today, we heard a rumor that Advanced Warfare 2 was in production. Sledgehammer Games was doing it for 2025. I think it's a good thing. I miss jetpacks, and I think that they were a lot of fun. Craig,
yes.
What is your opinion on jetpacks? Possibly
jetpacks are going to kill the Call of Duty franchise if they ever come back. I am a hard stance on that. I don't think that the gameplay needs it. If you keep switching the way the game is, it's going to lose its own identity multiple times.
You mean changing it up, making it fresh? Oh my God, what a horrible thing!
I mean, if you look at games from, I don't know, let's say the past 10 years, what game besides Call of Duty has drastically changed to the point that
Battlefield, and it has done poorly. Battlefield, drastically? Nothing's been more drastic than Battlefield.
And it has done poorly, correct?
Yes. Call of Duty has not. Call of Duty's only grown every year.
Okay, so
including the jetpack years.
Okay, let's take a step back. All right, Battlefield has changed for the worse.
Yep.
What has not changed for the better?
I mean, yeah, CS has stood the test of time. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have one game. I've said it a long time. We should have a strictly competitive Call of Duty game that goes on and they just add maps and they balance weapons to make things different. I 100% am for that. But that's only competitive. Casuals need the change up. I'll stand by it.
I'll stand by you. It's fine. I mean, I don't agree with you, but
when
hey,
you're not strong. That's okay. You don't have to agree. That's fine. We're at a disagreement.
We're at that bump.
But it's okay. Grind is next. But that'd be a cool map to see. I liked it. Ultimately, Matthew, did you have any thoughts on the Advanced Warfare 2 rumor? I mean, I don't know if you played Advanced Warfare 2.
I did play Advanced Warfare 2.
Did you?
You played it before in 2025? Wow.
That's pretty good.
If it's a jumpy game, it's going to be like every other Call of Duty jumpy game. I didn't care for it. I'm more traditional. I like boots on the ground.
That's fair.
I've always liked it.
That's okay. I don't think that it'll kill Call of Duty.
I don't think it'll kill it. It's not going to kill it.
But it ultimately doesn't matter because the rumor was debunked. We just wanted to talk about it for a minute. So
just for a second. Yep, there we go.
Next thing we got is the map pack. From what we've seen, year 2 content for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is going to be nostalgic throwback maps. From what I saw, it was like an 8-pack. And we're going to go around and see who would pay how much for that 8-pack of maps. We're going to start it off with Craig.
$10.
$10 for 8 maps is absolutely insane.
I have played these maps multiple times in multiple different Call of Duties. If I have to play Nuketown one more time and pay $45 for it to be in that pack, I'm done. I'm not paying for it. I don't even care.
That's great. That's why it's a choice.
Yes.
$10 is insane. That's just a bad business maneuver. You have to at least put your shoes on in Activision shoes. That's how that's going to get worded. And you have to understand that they're a business and they have to make money. This is going to be nostalgic. People are going to love this. Okay, they will pay for it. When we paid $20 for 4 maps plus a zombie map, we really weren't complaining until they had that and loot boxes. That
was the downfall.
Slots. That was But nobody was upset about paying $20 for 4 maps. I'm paying 40.
Zombies experience.
I'm happy to pay 40 for 8 nostalgic maps. These aren't maps that we don't know if they're going to be good or not. These are maps that have been tested through time. People still love these maps. These are maps guaranteed to heighten our experience. Guaranteed. You book it.
Are you ready for a hot take?
Let's hear it.
All right. If they come out with these maps and add little things to them, it kills the map.
What little things do you mean?
Look at Shipment.
I don't like Shipment at all.
Hold on.
And none of them.
Shipment has always been one way.
Single level.
All right.
You used to not be able to jump onto the top of the...
Single level, but it's also, when you look at the map at a straight-on spawn scenario, there was always the cutouts where you can run through the containers on the right and left side,
mm-hmm.
and then you had the little hidey holes front
mm-hmm.
and back.
Mm-hmm.
When you disorient the whole player base by like moving the map 90 degrees and changing the spawn points, it gives the map a different feel. It doesn't feel like it should.
Okay. So, I don't think that's the map's fault. That's the game's fault for having a different spawn system. That's not the map's fault. The map is still good regardless of how the spawn system is. The map is still good. The map is not the spawn system. The spawn system's a part of the map. The map is the whole thing. You still like Shipment. You just don't like it in that iteration. Because the spawn system's different.
Matthew?
I mean, I'm going to buy it. Whatever they make the price. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you can either buy it or you don't buy it.
It's like gas. You're going to complain gas keeps going. You're going to buy it. You know, it's just. But this, you have a choice. You can choose.
Yes, you have a choice.
I'm not finna pay $40, which you would pay for a dinner somewhere, to just shit out later. But
I mean, I prefer
this
to go back. I don't know. I mean, I like battle passes, but I like getting DLCs like every quarter. Like Modern Warfare 2, it was every quarter of a year to a half a year we got a DLC map pack, and it was what, $19.99?
$20, yeah.
So that's $40 a year minimum that you're spending
now
on DLCs.
My other point was that they still need to supplement the money that they're not putting out a new game next year for everybody to buy. They still need to supplement that money. So it's definitely not going to be the cheapest. It's going to be at least $30 to $40 if it's 8 maps.
If they're trying to supplement for a 2-year game,
mm-hmm.
they already did with the price of the game, the base price of the game.
The extra $10?
Yep.
That's not.
If it is,
losing. Say they don't bump it, they're still losing $60 per person next year. That extra $10 doesn't equal that $60 per person.
If it becomes the biggest selling Call of Duty that people are hyping it up to be,
it doesn't matter. 1-to-1, one's getting an extra $10, one's getting an extra $60. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, and 10 is smaller than 60. That's just all there is to that. Do you think that they're going to make the same amount of money if they had the same amount of people just pay the $10 extra as they would if they had the same amount of people pay the same $60 for a new game?
Absolutely not. No.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you're saying.
But you're also saying they have to supplement for 2 years, correct?
Yes, they're not going to get the same amount of money. Because they're not charging $60. You're getting an extra 10 from that's what you're talking about.
But you're also got a real. Oh, geez, I just had the train file. Where'd it go? Fuck. I'll let you
choo.
I'll fucking find. I'll pick it out of the air in a minute.
Okay.
Oh man, I don't see.
Are you blind?
Charging.
Oh.
I have glasses. I don't. Fuck you. Fuck you. Absolutely just. Charging a fan base for nostalgia, which everybody does.
You think it's wrong no matter who does it?
No. I think it could be handled better, like how Destiny did it with the Bungie 30th.
They made you pay for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But don't just give us maps. If you want us to pay $30, $40, give us a whole new experience. Give us another half a game. If you want to build
that's
on
essentially what they're doing.
No, they're giving you 8 maps.
Yes, which is half of a game. They're giving us less than 16 maps at launch.
They're not giving us new game modes.
We're not getting a new mechanic. You don't know that. That could come with Battle Pass.
Call of Duty before.
Yeah, they could add new game modes and stuff in a Battle Pass. That's when that stuff comes in. When a new season comes in, that's when they do new game modes and shit. That has nothing to do with the map pack itself.
No, I just if you're gonna do it right. Don't do it.
I think that is the right way. They have to make money, CJ. They're a business. They have stockholders that they have to appease. They can't be like, okay, we're not gonna sell this game for $60 and make $5 million. They make more than that, I know, and then make it go for 2 years, but only the same amount of people are gonna buy it. Oh yeah, well we used to get 5 million this year and this year. Where's this money coming? They have to make their money. They're giving us a whole second year of stuff, and they're charging us. It probably won't even be the amount of a full second game.
I guess I guess you could say I'm looking at it differently.
Yes, you're looking at it as a consumer only.
Yeah, but I have no stake in the company, so why should
No, that's just how you understand why they would charge that amount. Like, you have to be realistic. You have to, like, your standards can't be, well, they should just make it as cheap as they can. No, they still have to make money. That's how you can rationalize a figure. I can't rationalize $10. That's insane. For 8 maps, $1 a map is nuts, dude.
Not if it's already a pre-built map that they're just throwing better graphics on.
They have to redo the entire thing. It's not like they just go like, all right, let's just re-render it. What's that?
Backlog. In MW19.
They have to re-render it. They have to go through they have to go and reshade everything. Yes. It's not just click and, hey, make this one better.
They're not building the map from scratch. They already have a template that they can go off of.
Yeah. So just because it's less work doesn't mean that it's work that they shouldn't get paid for.
And that's where my $10 come in. Here you go.
You gotta be realistic, man.
It's not economics.
I think you're delusional on the price.
Listen, either way,
the game was an extra $10 this year. You think that a DLC is only gonna be $10?
I haven't even bought the game yet.
CJ, that would be like somebody arguing with you. Have a set price for something. You're trying to sell something.
Oh, this is perfect. Go ahead.
It's a set price.
Uh-huh.
You feel like this is your lowest price. You're not going below this dollar. And somebody's saying that, oh, it's only worth $300. And you're like, no, I'm wanting $350. That's my bottom dollar. And then they say, okay, I'll give you, let's meet in the middle. I'll give you $320. Nope. $325, sorry.
This is what I did for 2 years of my life while selling cars. I understand that everything has a bottom dollar, and this is where the sweet point.
This is a non-negotiable price point. They tell you what it is. You don't get to be like, nah, I don't like it. This is nothing like selling cars where you can negotiate a price. These are apples and fucking orangutans.
Gonna jump back into what I was saying really quick, because we all just jumped off a cliff to a conclusion that wasn't there.
We're comparing apples and orangutans.
Exactly. So when the orangutan wants an apple, it gets a banana instead, correct? It only takes what is given to it.
I'm not denying an orangutan.
The apple. I'm giving the orangutan the apple. You're going to give an orangutan anything other than what it wants? Do you understand how strong they are? They can rip you apart.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I think orangutan safety is very serious, Craig.
I don't think so, because how many orangutans have you ran into in your life?
More than 2. Yeah. At least 3.
How many times you been to the zoo? You ain't never seen a
orangutan? No. Out in the fucking wild. Stop it. Stop with this zoo
Hold
bullshit.
On a second. You asked how many times I ran into. I've been to the zoo.
You haven't physically gone into the cage and shook its fucking hand.
You don't know my life. You don't know my life.
On the streets, Craig. He was the orangutan tamer.
That's what they called me.
Anyway, I just think that it could be done in a better, I guess, less lucrative, more nostalgic based way. And that's just my opinion.
Okay. With that being said, how would you have it handled? I would like to hear your way that you would do it.
Go back to the old Modern Warfare 2 DLC packs. Like Matt was saying, go back to 4 maps.
Isn't that exactly what they're doing?
No, they're probably doing one big map release.
Okay, so instead of
season 2,
of one map a quarter, you're getting
4 maps with the DLC.
You're getting 2 maps
2.
for the year.
You're getting 2 map packs that consist of 8 maps
Per
so
pack. 16 total.
16 total.
I'm definitely paying $60 for that.
Split between 2, not at one lump sum.
No, 60 pays for both.
You're not understanding. You would one quarter, you would pay 30.
Yes, for 8.
The next quarter, you would pay another 30. That
For
is what I'm
another
saying.
8.
It's $60 regardless. I get that. I'm not talking one-time payment. I'm talking multiple payments going throughout.
You just said that you wanted that. Is that what you're saying? Is that you'd rather than not? You just said you wanted them to do it like Modern Warfare 2,
okay,
which was literally
now I'm getting confused because you threw in some stuff there that my mind went, we're not talking about the same thing. So I had to explain what I was talking about.
Okay, let's get back on the same platform.
Modern Warfare 2 released quarterly map packs, 4 maps per pack.
Correct.
And they all cost $20.
Correct.
And there was how many of them, Matt? 4?
4.
Yes.
So that's $80.
Correct.
One lump sum of $80 compared to spreading it out. Which one would you rather take?
It doesn't matter.
You have $20 now. You don't have $80 then.
Then you wait until you get the $80. You're talking about just being able to save money. You're talking about the difference in buying the advanced version of Call of Duty. It's just saving some money. That's all it is. You're talking about yourself saving. The monetary value that you're paying does not change. You're just talking about a personal, you can't save money. So you'd rather burn it as you get it.
It all adds up to 80.
Yeah, regardless.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess my opinion just can go right in the trash.
You're not being disregarded. You're being challenged. It's the same amount of money.
It is.
You're talking about your inability to save the amount of money.
Well, no.
Instead of, because you talked about burning the $20 per quarter, instead just put those in your pocket. Just imagine I got a big ass pocket and you're just $20, and just do that for four times before it comes out, because they tell you when it's going to come out. They're going to give you plenty of time to get the money.
Are we talking about the same thing?
Matthew, am I off base here, buddy? You're talking about you'd rather pay $20 every 3 months. I'm saying, what does it matter if you just get the $80
save
beforehand?
Up 3 months before.
Yeah.
But then what if the game is dead? What if there's no point in giving the game X
then
amount
you
of money?
take that $80,
but you know that it's going to be
another game.
That's one of my other major points. Is that
I have to get out of the mindset that this game is a 2-year game, not a 1-year game.
Guarantee that these maps are going to do it for you because you enjoyed these maps. They have a lock on them. There is no bad map in this map pack.
Sure there is.
What?
Didn't really care for Firing Range.
I still don't think we're getting Black Ops maps. I know you said
it's
that.
It's the 20th anniversary. You
I don't think that we're getting Black Ops maps in an Infinity Ward game. I don't think so.
There were also Infinity Ward characters in a Black Ops game.
In what?
Campaign and multiplayer.
In what?
Operators?
For Warzone?
No, for Black Ops. Cold War. You had Captain Price in there.
In Cold War?
Yeah.
As what? As the pre-order for the next Call of Duty?
Yeah, that's still part of the universe. Because you had that also
for them giving you a pre-order
19,
bonus for the next game.
It's still part of the universe.
They're giving it to you for Warzone. You just happen to be on Cold War when they're giving it to you.
But you can use it in Cold War.
That's what I'm saying. You're on the Cold War game. So they have to give it to you on the game you're on, so it also works with Warzone.
But it's a different... No, because in Warzone, you already had Captain Price. The pre-order bonus is still part of the Call of Duty universe, especially since these past years. No. 2019 and continue, they're all one universe.
2019 is not the same universe as Cold War.
Yes, it is. It is confirmed. Black Ops and Modern Warfare are in the same tangled Call of Duty universe.
Okay. I did not know that.
You had the same people that were a different timeline.
Okay. I concede that point. Here's my point. Okay. You got the characters. We've never. So all I have is to go off of the data that we have had. Have never had a Black Ops map in a Infinity War game or vice versa.
But they also introduced the maps from Infinity War in a Sledgehammer game. So what makes you think
Sledgehammer is no longer a main publisher anymore? That's why. They don't have their own game anymore. They got dissolved or whatever they did.
After Vanguard?
Vanguard
was Sledgehammer.
Not only Sledgehammer though, they had to have somebody on it with them. That's what I'm saying. They're not gonna have just Sledgehammer games anymore. That's why I think that falls under the Infinity, like that allows that to what map anyways.
Shipment,
they had Detroit. That was a Sledgehammer.
What?
Detroit was. That was from AW.
Rust.
Rust is right.
Shipment and Vanguard.
Shipment.
They also technically, yeah. They
wasn't
also technically
in World War II.
Yeah.
They use that map a lot. They use it too much. I don't think Shipment or Nuketown should be part of the conversation. Personally, I think that they just like using those maps because people need to have a place to be cracked out on all the time.
But that's the thing. I mean, if we're going to talk about like them using maps that each other have, you have to bring that in because that's one of the maps that they share. You can't exclude one thing because it doesn't.
You're right. Just let me think. I'm not. I understand what you're saying. I forgot that they had Infinity Ward maps in. I did forget that they put those in. Before that, we had never had it, and that's I guess. Yeah.
And with the single players being,
I'll allow it.
Well, thank you, Principal. Commander Dru.
I got promoted?
Yeah, instantly. Since the fact that Call of Duty introduced Zakhaev, one of the main bad guys from the Modern Warfare series,
no idea.
You'll understand when you play Cold War, the campaign and everything, because you're not a campaign guy.
If I play it. You
should play it. You said you were. You're going to back out on that?
Maybe. You want to play it together?
Well, hey, I already beat it like 3 times. But yeah, I'll play it with you.
Can we even play it together?
No.
What is it?
The campaign.
The Cold War for campaign for Cold War. I didn't play the one in Modern Warfare either. Which one did they not do it one in? And people were all pissed off about it. Was Black Ops 4?
Yeah. But since the main baddie was introduced in 1984, all of everything is also combined. Plus, with the Warzone cutscenes.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Warzone should ever be brought into a conversation on anybody's lips ever again.
I'm sorry to tell you, but it's part of the Call of Duty cinematic universe now.
I understand. I don't like it.
Listen, Warzone is gonna. I hope to God they make it its own entity this year, so nobody has to compare fucking Call of Duty MP to Warzone. It's two different mechanics, two different play styles.
Yes.
And it's so absurd that somebody says, "Well, I'm good at Warzone, so I'm good at the multiplayer," and you're fucking running around cracked out of your head. You don't know how to aim.
I definitely don't.
How do I play?
I definitely don't agree with that. It's completely different. I can't imagine. I know Biffle is like, I could be a pro. I know that was a whole thing. There's no shot. Like, I don't know the guy. I'm not hating on him. There isn't a completely different mindset to competing alongside 3 other people. It's completely different. You have to be level-headed. You have to be able to keep composure with your teammates, keep their composure. You have to be able to call out a million different things than you would have to Warzone. You have to have call-outs for every single location on the map. You have to work with a team versus just having a gunny. That's fine. 70% of people that play Call of Duty have gunnies. 30% of them think that they could be pros.
What's a gunny?
Gun skill.
30%
of them think that they could do it just based off a gunny, because they don't. There's so much more to being a pro than just being able to shoot straight.
Yeah, you gotta have adequate thinking. You gotta. You have to think before you do, and while doing, you gotta think some more.
Yes, your brain doesn't get to shut off until it says victory.
Yes, or defeat.
No. If it says defeat, your brain better not shut off. You better be thinking of how you better win next time.
Well, I mean, the same goes for victory then. How do you keep the foot on the pedal?
There's no foot to be on the pedal. You won.
You won the first, like, are we talking about the whole thing or maps? Like pro level? So if you win one map and it says victory on your screen, you're just going to go,
You can shut off until the next map. But if you lost, yes, absolutely.
Absolutely not.
You have to come down some. You cannot be up all the time. You have like a 10-minute. You have a 10-minute window that you have to come down some. Right? You have to go take a leak or get a drink. You have to come down. Whereas if you lost, there's no coming down because your brain has got to be on to get better. Whereas if you win, you can take that 5-minute rest. That's what separates them. I'm telling you, dude.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? So you think that if you win, that your brain should stay at the same level?
It should
until you win the series.
Yeah, because
you don't think that you can afford yourself a break even though you won?
Nope.
I think that's insane. I think that's how you get burnt out and you don't do it anymore. You won. There's nothing more to stress about that map. You have them on their heels. You have advantage. You have the ability to come down a little bit. Whereas the person that takes a defeat has to have their brain hot at the same level because they have to rerun it through their head and figure out what they did wrong right there. They have to go and they have to fix it and they have to work through it with their team to go to the next map.
Correct.
You got to talk about timings and who pushed when, who didn't push when, and who didn't hold the right angle, and who didn't get spawns. That has to run through everybody in the loser's head. Whereas the winner's head can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that being how it is if it was the same map over and over again, like we saw last year in the CBL.
We've seen
there was only 3 competitive maps.
Yeah, that's something that we need to talk about.
Yeah, we need to talk about more competitive
We're going to talk about it now.
Okay.
Do you have a rebuttal to that? Do you have something that you'd like to say on that matter?
Me personally, on ups and downs?
Yes.
Yeah, if it's the same map, sure, just come down a little bit. But if it's a different game mode, like you're going from hardpoint,
well, you're always going to go to a different game mode. You never play the same game mode back to back.
You might see something like Halo pop up where it's just random.
That's insane.
But that's here nor there. Here nor there.
That's chaos.
That's a different topic.
RNG doesn't need to be put into competitive. Go on.
If you're going from hardpoint to search, on the same map, it's different timings.
Sure.
You have to keep your mind at a different level Even if you won the hard point on the same map.
I think that you still get to come down. I think you are not on as high alert as you are as if you lose. If you lose, you have to. It's the worst perk. You're what's wrong with Call of Duty.
That's my hot take.
You with 6 cents and
I got him.
I hated that stuff, man. High alert is so weak. I run it.
I mean,
you have.
I'm not saying you a bitch, but
oh no, I am bitch made right here.
Listen, if it's dead silence or
it's dead silence,
fucking high alert, and
it's dead silence.
Dead silence isn't a perk.
Dead silence
in the same category.
Dead silence better be a perk.
It's not.
It better be a perk 30. That was what I named my creator or my perk class. Is named perk 30.
I remember I did overcook because I was running overclock and overclock was the one that extended it, right?
Overclock is what made you get your field upgrade faster.
Yeah, got it.
That's what I ran so I could get my dead silence faster.
Competitive map pool needs to be increased to a better amount based on the game modes.
They need 6 maps minimum.
They need to have 9 maps minimum just in case 3 maps can't be played for search.
Sometimes we don't even get 9 maps in a game. You need 6 maps to be competitive. That way they have a variety. You know how many times I saw London Docks, bro?
Oh my god.
Ardennes Forest. It was ridiculous. What was it this year?
I really didn't watch.
I didn't watch much this year either.
For Vanguard.
There was one map I would always see. And I cannot remember what it was.
Bocage, Castle.
Castle. They never played Castle.
And I wish they did. It's such a good search map. Anyway, you have Berlin, Bocage.
I think it was Berlin. No. Yeah, it was Berlin.
You have Desert Siege.
It was Berlin. That's what I was thinking of. That's it. Yeah, we need more maps.
Wait, I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You know,
there was 5 maps.
I'm gonna switch what I said. It doesn't matter because they're gonna only get good at 2 or 3 maps, anyways.
I mean, thank Christ
and
they brought back the USS Texas.
And they use their vetoes to get the maps they like, and I feel like most of them are gonna try to get in the same maps.
I'm gonna throw in a medium take real quick.
You don't think they should have vetoes?
No. I love the veto system.
Okay. If my prediction was wrong, go on.
If anything, bring it back for the competitive playlist that we play.
Like
if
in Black
we
Ops
decide
3?
to play it. Yes. Veto, let us be able to veto certain perks. Let us be certain attachments.
That I'm not against that. I thought that was a cool system.
I love that system because these kids are using we played them 2 games ago. Remove stock so they can't strafe anymore.
Yep. You would remove high cal. People would remove the VMP in the M8. I remember.
People would remove that. What was it? The Hangman? No.
Man
the big caliber.
Man of War.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was a fun gun.
That was a good gun. It was a really solid gun.
I just think if you bring more diversity, more diversity into a competitive playlist is better all around because you're not stuck on one meta. You have to get good with a lot of things.
This guy right here, I want to see CTF return this year.
I think it's gonna be. I think there's gonna be 4 modes this year, right?
So.
4. I think so. It's gonna be search, hardpoint.
I'm gonna throw a wild one at you.
CTF, and they're not bringing back Dom. Fuck Dom. That was so bad.
100%. Not in competitive, maybe no.
Yeah. What is the one that they played? And why is my guy calling me?
I think they're gonna bring back Blitz.
Maybe
not for competitive. Maybe not for competitive. But I think it'll be in this game at some point. Bro, people loved that game mode. Like it was innovative.
I like Blitz.
Blitz was cool, where you had to run into the portal. Yeah, it was dope. It was a really cool feature, I thought that we never saw it again, I don't think. I think we finally saw Cranked come back in one of the recent Call of Duties. That was a cool one when you get a kill and you'd get a crackhead abilities.
Was what, Modern Warfare 3?
That was Ghost.
Was it?
It was Ghost, yes sir.
Oh yeah, because they had the bulldog.
Yep. But it was just
Joe loved him, that bulldog.
He sure did. Cranked was cool though. Like just
bring back the MSMB.
What is it?
MSBS?
MSBS, yes. David got called a cheater because he had it set to full auto, and that guy did not know that existed. That man had no clue. He's like, "You're cheating. Your MSBS is full auto," and he was 100% serious. He had no idea. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, bring back a couple of more. Give us 2 more maps for competitive. That's all the pros need. They're going to play all the maps and be like, oh, this isn't viable, or this isn't viable. But they're only going to play 2 game modes to start. And they're going to be like, well, this doesn't work for search. This doesn't work for hardpoint. But this map
I want to see everything in. I want to see everything.
I want to see
smokes in. I want to see snipers in. I want to see trophies in. I want to see stuns in. I want to see it all in.
I just don't want to see laser weapons. No laser weapon.
Good luck.
What laser weapons?
The XE3 in fucking Vanguard?
The EM1?
Yeah.
That would yeah. Bring me lasers, bro. What? That's dope.
No, it's not.
They won't use it in competitive.
No, fuck that. No,
we're not competitive. We're casuals, CJ.
Don't bring it back.
I hate to break it to you. We're casuals. All of us. So fun fact about casual. For fun. Lasers.
I was told I'm not a casual. I'm a sweaty, so I don't have the same opinion.
You're a sweaty casual. Look at me right now in the eyeballs. I want you to say the word laser beam.
With freaking sharks.
Say it. Say laser beam.
Nope.
You know why you won't do it? Because you'll smile after, because it's fun. Laser beams are fun. Look at you. I see it right there. Nobody doesn't like laser beams. Get out of here.
I hate lasers, bro.
Steph,
they're so
lasers.
Stupid.
Lasers are great, right? Pretty universally loved by everybody. Matthew, your thoughts on lasers?
Yeah, as long as it's not being shined in my eye.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, everybody. This has been another edition of the Full Streaks podcast. I'm Drew. That's Craig. That's Matt. Have a good night.